This month's book is How to Grow Food, your crop by crop guide to growing, cooking, and preserving. And what makes this one special is that it connects the full journey: grow, harvest, cook, and preserve. So it's not just about gardening, it's about using what you grow. Before we jump in, thank you to our members, you and everyone who supports the channel through super chats. This is how we can keep bringing book reviews. So make sure you find the join button below if you'd like to help contribute to that. It starts at $1 plus tax every month to help us do these kinds of things. We are looking for suggestions for future book reviews. Now we have to acknowledge the authors. So we have Hugh Richards, known for teaching simple, productive, and sustainable gardening. He started gardening young and actually built this global audience, sharing practical food growing advice. He usually shares about small space gardening. Sam Cooper works alongside Hugh on educational gardening content, helps bring structure, clarity, and accessibility to the book, focused on making food growing approachable for everyday gardeners. He also has his own book. Oh, it's something about like fermenting. I didn't get that one, but it might be in the future. This book feels like it comes from real gardeners who actually grow food, not just write about it. So it does cover 70 different crops, and each one is broke down in a really practical way. Each crop typically includes how to grow it, both for direct ground, raised beds, and containers, when to plant, and how to know when to harvest it. It gives a lot of key tips for success and how to use it in the kitchen. And a lot of the times it does say a way of how to preserve it. There is a really good chart in here on one of these pages that takes you through the kitchen crop master plan. Oh, a bookmark fell out. So here's the master plan. So it's going to list the crop name, it's going to list how to store it, and then it's going to give a description about the dehydration plan, freezing it in portions, if you can pickle it, how to blanch it, steaming it, roasting it, and frying it. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not 8 pages just of that nice chart. So this really isn't a sit down and read cover to cover book. It's a working guide, and those are my favorite types. I love a good reference guide that I can come back to when I need it, right? Let's see. We're going to talk about how to use it. So there's 3 ways. The first way is the crop by crop reference, flipping to exactly what you're growing right now, getting the quick focused guidance. So here I flipped to a page about winter squash. So he is going to walk you through the key growing information. He also talks about recommended varieties, growing in the different stages, container growing as well, when to harvest, what to look out for, things like powdery mildew and root rot, which then it lists a page number to refer back to. Now, the cooking side of it, I will show you. It does include a picture for the winter squash conversation, winter squash and goat cheese galette. So it walks you through a regular recipe format for that. This is another way to use it as seasonal planning, to choose a handful of crops for the season and building your garden plan around them. Garden to table system, using the cooking and preserving sections of the crop list to avoid waste and help you plan your meals from the garden outward. So we can keep flipping through the layout some more. They packed a lot in here. So some of them just have 2 like this, like bok choy and kohlrabi. There are pictures on each page. And again, it goes through that format of showing all the different tips for growing it, harvesting it, and then how to use it. So for cooking the bok choy, stirring it through noodle soups at the last minute, what it pairs well with, crisp stems and noodle salads. The kohlrabi, there's a slaw that's used with apple and lemon, with cabbage and chives with the kohlrabi. So if you're wondering how to use something in the garden, this is a really helpful tool. How many plants do you actually need? So there's actually a chapter about the self-sufficiency formula, and he teaches this really well. I'm going to put a link in the description of him walking you through with a whiteboard, like we're in class, how to explain this. So you're watching your portion sizes for each crop. How many times a week do you eat the portion? How many weeks of the year do you want to eat? Maybe it's 16 weeks out of the year. And then there's a formula for figuring out how much you grow. So portion size, how many people, so how many portions per week, the weeks per year you're going to have those crops, figuring out the yield, and then you can figure out your plants. The book explains all of that. It also has polyculture guides, which we hear about a lot because it's the way to grow, right? Let me know in the comments below if you've already picked up the book. It does talk about making your own compost, growing in beds and containers, different techniques, and growing essentials. So if you don't know what tools you need to have, it talks about that. I mean, the table of contents is loaded. This is a really good guide for gardeners for all over the world. So let me know if you have any questions about what's in the book. Of course, it does have index and resources. It has edible flowers. It has different types of perennials and how to use them, like your gooseberries and currants, your blueberries and your blackberries. It has a whole section just on herbs, which it's always fun to get new ideas from others' brains about ways to use things. A lot of it, we just want to eat it raw. Well, maybe we want to make something different this season. Maybe we want to have a more structured plan. Maybe we're taking feeding ourselves and our family more seriously. That is why I picked up this guide. So I hope to see a conversation with you in the comment section. If you missed it, we had our Roots and Rambles episode for March. It was the power of color. Check that out in the description. We also did a fun collaboration with Robin Gardens for growing herbs from seed or by starts, when to know which one you should do for each type of herb, and ways to use them. Check that out in the video replay. We are taking book review suggestions for April. Memberships are rewarded with extras for only $1 each month. I also was over at Ohio Valley Prepping talking about gardening. Check the link to that show in the description. And I had a conversation over at Seed Time Planner, Squash Seeds and Fruit Trees, The Adventures Northern Growing with Shawnee Grows. That is linked in the description. If you check out those replays, make a comment and say you're there for Shawnee Grows. You know what else is in the description? There are free printables. If you stuck around the video this long, you get to know that there is a seed calendar guide, a planning the garden checklist, and more. If you want to know how to start a garden for $20, check out that live stream replay next. Grow every day in every way.